Identity is the qualities, beliefs, personality, looks, and expressions that make a person. Self-identity relates to self-image, self-esteem, and individuality. Due to my lack of self-esteem and confidence, identity is often something I try to grapple with in my everyday life. My life has truly been a ride with lots of ups and downs. Throughout my life, I have faced many obstacles, experienced bad things along with the good things that all help shape who I am today. Mostly through the experience that my parents went through in the past, they were able to teach me the importance of determination and perseverance to help me get to my goals. Despite the fact that I'm not a confident person, my family was the one that helped me when I was confused with finding who my true self was and pushed me to better myself. Because of that, I believe that my family background established a huge part of my identity. Before I tell you about me, let's start first with my dad's past. Vietnam is a long, narrow nation shaped like a letter S. This was where my dad was born in 1960. Growing up in the countryside, he wasn't that rich, but being poor isn't even the worst thing about his childhood. It was the fact that he constantly can hear the faint noises of bombs in the distance and dozens of helicopters hovering over his head as he lay in his bed trying to sleep. Years before he was born was when the Vietnam War started, and ever since, year by year, the country slowly started to fall to shambles, and my dad was there to witness it growing up. A few years slowly started to pass. It was the year 1975, and my dad was 15 years old, healthy and young, which was good enough to be drafted in the war. When his parents, as in my grandparents, heard about this, they absolutely refused for him to go to the war and fight. In the interview with my grandparents, they tell me, "It isn't worth losing a beloved son in a war that's fighting for a country that's dying anyways." And for that, his parents immediately went to somewhere where they can change his whole identity, his name, birthday, and where he lived. They changed his birthday to be a later date so it could seem as if he's still young to fight, and changed where he lives so the police forces wouldn't find him and take him away. He spent the next few months hiding from the Vietnamese police forces in his own country with the help of his family trying to protect him. Finally, he decided that he was going to escape Vietnam by boat and to bring his whole family with him because he knows that their future would be safe and secure there. On these boats, the conditions were awful. There were so many people crammed and stuffed onto the boat like sardines in a can. The worst part about it all was that it was a very small and stable boat compared to the large bodies of water they had to cross to get to the other side. Even though the long journey was rough and dangerous, they eventually made it safely to the other side, where finding a job and trying to make a life was even harder. Making money and trying to speak English was difficult, but as time goes by, through my dad's hard work and determination, he graduated from UCI for computer science and got a job to make money for his family to thrive in this new country, which was now their home. Through these difficult experiences that have burned into my father's memories, it teaches him life lessons that with hard work and determination you will succeed. Now let's fast forward to the future. Hi, that's me, Valerie Nguyen, and there's many things that make up my identity, and a few parts of it I'm still trying to figure out. When I was an 8th grader, I was extremely insecure and unhappy with my body image, thinking I was too chubby and too ugly. From the transition from middle school to high school, I decided to join cross country to help myself get into better shape and to be more fit. Little did I know that it was the hardest sport ever, having to run miles and miles every day. I struggled a lot in this sport because the first few weeks I had no friends to encourage or motivate me. It was even more discouraging when I had to go on 5-mile runs and I would always be behind everybody. Even through these tough times, I wanted to quit so bad. I hated running, but I surprisingly never quit or gave up on this sport. Months of training go by and I have improved by a lot. Now I've been running for 2 whole years on the cross country team and the track distance team, and I have gained a lot of endurance for which I never knew I could ever do. From athletics to academics, I go to Northwood High School as a sophomore, a very academically challenging school that I myself has trouble catching up with. I am no scholar, no genius, or intellectual people think I am because I'm Asian. I was just the average student, but pushing myself to get better and better like the other students around me. I always feel like everything I do wasn't good enough no matter how hard I try, and I'm always constantly disappointed on my grades. But once again, no matter how much I beat up myself and perceive myself as dumb, I still always try to strive for better and study for hours and hours on end. Even though sometimes that I am sleep deprived, it's because of my determination to reach my goals and get better grades. And from freshman year to sophomore year, through all the hard work, I have improved my grades significantly. Although the struggles I encounter in my everyday life were not to the same extent as difficult as my dad's, I still learned valuable lessons from him that shaped who I am today. And through my hard work, seen through academics and athletics at school, it was because I never forgot my dad's inspiring words that have burned into my memory. With determination and perseverance, you can get to your goals, thus establishing a part of my identity. Thanks for watching my Draw My Life, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and check the description box for my merch.